Hey there gamers, this is Clarence and welcome to Switch Mania, the channel that's all about the Nintendo Switch and its amazing library of games. Today, we're diving into the new Nintendo Switch Eshop sale where you can find some incredible deals on games that are sure to keep you entertained for hours on end. We've picked out the 15 best bargains and we're going to tell you all about them so that you can make the most of this amazing sale. But before we dive in, I want to remind you to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video and leave a comment below with your thoughts on the sale and the games we recommend. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to Switch Mania so that you never miss on our latest content. Alright, enough talk, let's get to the games. Call of Juarez Gunslinger is a first-person shooter game developed by Techland. The game takes place in the Wild West and follows the story of a bounty hunter named Silas Greaves as he tracks down notorious outlaws across the frontier. One of the most positive things about Call of Juarez Gunslinger is its fast-paced and action-packed gameplay. The game features a variety of weapons, including revolvers, shotguns, and rifles that players can use to take down enemies in intense gunfights. The game's levels are also well designed, with a mix of open environments and tight corridors that provide a nice balance of gameplay. The game's narrative is also a highlight, with a fun and engaging storyline that is told through flashbacks and unreliable narration. The game's voice acting is excellent and the characters are well developed and memorable. On the downside, some players may find the game's length to be a bit short, with only a handful of levels to play through. The game's graphics are also a bit dated compared to more recent first-person shooters. Overall, Call of Juarez Gunslinger is a fun and entertaining shooter game that delivers on the Wild West theme. Its fast-paced gameplay, engaging story, and memorable characters make it a worthwhile addition to any gamer's library. Superliminal is a first-person puzzle game developed by Pillow Castle Games. The game's unique gameplay mechanic revolves around forced perspective and optical illusions. Players must navigate through a dreamlike world and solve puzzles by manipulating objects to change their size and perspective. One of the most positive things about Superliminal is its inventive gameplay mechanic. The game's puzzles are challenging and require a lot of creative thinking and experimentation to solve. The game's use of forced perspective is also impressive, creating mind-bending optical illusions that make players question what is real and what is not. The game's graphics and art style are also a standout, with a bright and colorful aesthetic that perfectly matches the game's dreamlike setting. The game's music and sound design are also well done, adding to the immersive experience. However, some players may find the game's length to be a bit short, with only a handful of levels to play through. The game's story is also a bit vague and open to interpretation, which may not appeal to all players. Overall, Superliminal is a highly innovative and engaging puzzle game that delivers a unique experience that is sure to impress. Its inventive gameplay, stunning graphics, and immersive sound design make it a standout title in the puzzle genre. Rogue Legacy is a roguelite action platformer game developed by Cellar Door Games. In the game, players take on the role of a knight exploring a procedurally generated castle to defeat bosses and find treasures. One of the most positive things about Rogue Legacy is its challenging gameplay. The game features permadeath, which means that every time the player dies, they start over with a new character. This can be frustrating at first, but it adds to the game's replayability and encourages players to experiment with different character classes and playstyles. The game also features a unique inheritance system, where each time a player dies, they can choose an heir from their previous character's family. Each heir has their own set of traits and abilities, which can make each playthrough feel different. The game's pixelated art style is also a standout, with charming and colorful graphics that perfectly matches the game's quirky tone. The game's music and sound design are also well done, adding to the overall atmosphere. On the downside though, some players may find the game's difficulty to be too challenging, especially for those who are new to the roguelike genre. The game's procedurally generated levels can also lead to repetitive gameplay. Overall, Rogue Legacy is a challenging and engaging roguelite game that delivers a unique experience. Its inheritance system, charming art style, and catchy soundtrack make it a standout title in the genre. Rogue Legacy 2 is the highly anticipated sequel to the original Rogue Legacy. Like its predecessor, Rogue Legacy 2 is a roguelite action platformer game that features permadeath and procedurally generated levels. One of the most positive things about Rogue Legacy 2 is the expanded gameplay mechanics. The game introduces new character classes and abilities such as the Lich, who can turn enemies into allies, and the Dragon Knight, who can fly and breathe fire. The game also introduces a new castle rooms such as the library and the garden, which add to the overall variety and replayability. The game's pixelated art style has also been upgraded with improved graphics and animations that retain the charming and colorful aesthetics of the original game. The game's music and sound design are also well done, with catchy tunes that perfectly match the game's quirky and humorous tone. On the downside though, some players may find the game's difficulty to be too high, just like on the original game. The game's permadeath mechanic can also be frustrating, as players may lose progress after a particularly difficult run. All in all, Rogue Legacy 2 is an excellent sequel that expands on the gameplay mechanics and aesthetic of the original game. Its new character classes and abilities, improved graphics and sound design, and procedurally generated levels make it a standout title in the roguelite genre. Full Metal Furies is an action-packed brawler game developed by Cellar Door Games. The game can be played solo or with up to 4 players in local or online co-op. The game features a unique blend of beat 'em up and RPG elements, with an engaging storyline and challenging gameplay. One of the most positive things about Full Metal Furies is the game's depth and variety. Players can choose from 4 different characters, each with their own unique abilities and skill trees. The game also features a robust crafting system where players can create new weapons and gear by collecting resources from defeated enemies. The game's co-op mode is also a standout feature, with seamless drop-in drop-out functionality that allows players to join in at any time. The game's difficulty scales based on the number of players, making it a challenging but rewarding experience for solo and co-op players. The game's pixelated art style is also well done, with colorful and detailed graphics that perfectly match the game's tone. The game's music and sound design are also top-notch, with catchy tunes and satisfying sound effects that add to the overall experience. However, some players may find the game's difficulty to be too high, and also the game's storyline and dialogue can also be overly cheesy and campy at times, which may not appeal to all players. Overall, Full Metal Furies is an excellent brawler game that offers a depth of gameplay and variety rarely seen in the genre. Its co-op functionality, crafting system, and pixelated graphics make it a standout title that is sure to provide hours of fun and entertainment. Super Arcade Football is a fast-paced soccer game developed by Out of the Bit Limited. The game features a unique blend of classic arcade-style gameplay and modern soccer mechanics, with an emphasis on quick reflexes and precise timing. One of the most positive things about Super Arcade Football is its accessibility. The game's simple and intuitive controls make it easy for players of all skill levels to jump in and start playing. The game also features a variety of modes, including local and online multiplayer, a tournament mode, and a single-player campaign. The game's pixelated art style is also well done, with colorful and detailed graphics that evoke a sense of nostalgia for classic arcade games. The game's music and sound design are also well done, with catchy tunes and satisfying sound effects that add to the overall experience. On the downside, some players may find the game's lack of depth to be a negative. The game's focus on arcade-style gameplay means that there are fewer strategic options and tactics than in traditional soccer games. Additionally, some players may find the game's physics and ball movement to be too unpredictable, which can lead to frustrating moments. Overall, Super Arcade Football is a fun and engaging soccer game that offers a unique twist on the traditional soccer genre. Its accessible controls, variety of moves, and pixelated graphics make it a standout title that is sure to provide hours of fun and entertainment for casual and hardcore gamers alike. Beacon Pines is a narrative-driven adventure game developed by Hiding Spot Games. The game features a unique hand-drawn art style, an engaging storyline, and multiple branching paths that depends on the choices made by the player. One of the most positive things about Beacon Pines is its compelling storyline. The game follows the journey of Luca, a young bear who discovers a magical book that allows him to alter the story's path. As players progress through the game, they must make choices that will affect the story's outcome, leading to multiple endings and branching paths. The game's hand-drawn art style is also a standout feature, with beautiful and detailed graphics that perfectly match the game's whimsical tone. The game's music and sound design are also top-notch, with a charming soundtrack and sound effects that add to the overall experience. However, some players may find the game's slow pace and lack of action to be a negative. The game's focus on narrative and choice-based gameplay means that there are fewer opportunities for traditional gaming mechanics like combat and puzzles. Overall, Beacon Pines is an excellent adventure game that offers a unique twist on the genre. Its engaging storyline and choice-based gameplay make it a standout title that is sure to provide hours of fun and entertainment for players looking for a more immersive and narrative-driven experience. Frame Collection is a unique puzzle game developed by Love Shack Entertainment. The game features an innovative gameplay mechanic that allows players to rearrange comic book panels to affect the story's outcome. One of the most positive things about Frame Collection is its innovative gameplay. Players must rearrange the panels of a comic book to change the events of the story, making for a unique and engaging puzzle experience. The game's comic book style graphics and animations are also well done, adding to the overall immersive experience. The game's soundtrack is also another standout, with a jazz-inspired score that perfectly complements the game's Noir atmosphere. The game also includes a variety of different levels and challenges, each with its own unique set of mechanics and puzzles. On the downside though, some players may find the game's lack of traditional gaming mechanics like combat or exploration to be a negative. Additionally, some players may find the game's puzzles to be too easy or simplistic, which can lead to a lack of challenge for more experienced gamers. Overall, Frame Collection is a fantastic puzzle game that offers a unique and innovative gameplay experience. Its comic book style graphics, immersive atmosphere, and jazz-inspired soundtrack make it a standout title that is sure to provide hours of fun and entertainment for puzzle game fans. Hey ladies and gents, I have an announcement to make. We've been looking at our YouTube analytics and we noticed that 80% of viewers are not yet subscribed to our channel. Well, you're in luck. This is your chance to subscribe right now because we've decided to give back to our subscribers this month with a special giveaway. Yes, you beautiful person who watches this very instant and already subscribed to the channel. That's right, we're giving away a $20 Nintendo eShop gift card for US region to one lucky winner. We know it's not a huge amount, but we hope that it will bring a smile to the winner's face. And to be honest, it's all that we can afford right now. To enter, all you have to do is head on over to the link in the description and follow the instructions there. The giveaway will run until the end of the month and we'll be choosing one winner at random. Additionally, for more chances of winning the giveaway, simply answer this question. What game are you excited to get on the list and why? Leave your answer in the comment section down below. We will be announcing the winner on our Twitter account, so be sure to check it out and follow us there. We want to thank everyone again for all of your support and we can't wait to see who wins the Nintendo eShop gift card. Good luck to everyone who enters and let's get back to the video. Paradise Killer is a unique open-world adventure game developed by Kaizen Gameworks. The game features a mix of mystery solving, exploration, and investigation in a beautiful and surreal island setting. One of the most positive things about Paradise Killer is its beautiful and surreal open-world setting. Players are free to explore the island at their own pace, discovering hidden secrets, solving mysteries, and uncovering clues to the island's dark and twisted past. The game's vibrant art style and colorful graphics are also a standout feature, creating an immersive and unique atmosphere that draws players in. The game's storyline is another strong point, with a complex and engaging plot that keeps players on the edge of their seats. Players must use their detective skills to interrogate suspects, collect evidence, and solve the island's mysteries. The game's characters are also well written and memorable, with unique personalities and backstories that add to the overall experience. However, some players may find the game's lack of hand-holding and direction to be a negative. The game's open world setting can be overwhelming at times, and some players may find it challenging to navigate or know what to do next. Additionally, the game's pacing can be slow, which may not appeal to all players. All in all, Paradise Killer is a unique and engaging adventure game that offers a beautiful and surreal open world setting, a complex storyline, and memorable characters. Its mix of exploration, mystery solving, and investigation makes it a standout title that is sure to provide hours of fun and entertainment for players. In Other Waters is an exploration game with a unique twist. You play as an AI that guides a xenobiologist through an alien ocean. As you navigate the waters and analyze different life forms, you learn more about the strange world around you. One of the most appealing aspects of In Other Waters is its immersive atmosphere. The minimalist graphics and haunting soundtrack help create a sense of loneliness and wonder as you explore the vast unknown depths. The gameplay itself is also engaging as you make decisions about where to explore and what to analyze next. However, some players may find the lack of direct control over the main character to be frustrating. Additionally, the game's focus on exploration and discovery may not appeal to those who prefer more action-oriented gameplay. Overall, In Other Waters is a unique and thought-provoking experience that definitely worth checking out for those who enjoy atmospheric exploration games. Neocab is a futuristic narrative-based game that puts you in the driver's seat of a rideshare service in the sprawling city of Los Ojos. As you pick up passengers and navigate the city's bustling streets, you'll uncover a web of intrigue and conspiracy that threatens to tear the city apart. One of the standout features of Neocab is its emphasis on storytelling. The game's branching dialogue choices and complex characters make for a compelling narrative experience that keep you on the edge of your seat. The game's vibrant neon aesthetic and synth-heavy soundtrack also add to the game's immersive atmosphere. On the downside, some players may find the game's slow pace and lack of traditional gameplay mechanics to be a turn-off. And also, the game's linear structure means that your choices don't always have a significant impact on the story's outcome. Overall, Neocab is an excellent choice for fans of narrative-focused games who are looking for a thought-provoking and immersive experience. No Longer Home is a narrative-driven indie game that follows the lives of two recent university graduates as they struggle with their uncertain futures and the loss of their shared home. One of the most noteworthy features of No Longer Home is its gorgeous hand-drawn art style and stunning soundtracks, which work together to create a dreamlike atmosphere that perfectly captures the surreal nature of the characters' experiences. The game's exploration-based gameplay and puzzle-solving mechanics also add to the overall sense of immersion. However, some players may find the game's slow pace and lack of clear direction to be frustrating. Additionally, the game's focus on dialogue and introspection may not appeal to those who prefer more action-oriented gameplay. All in all, No Longer Home is a moving and thought-provoking experience that tackles complex themes such as identity, friendship, and the fear of the unknown. Fans of atmospheric indie games are sure to appreciate the game's unique art style, impressive soundtrack, and emotionally resonant story. Genesis Noir is an intriguing, visually striking adventure game that takes place before, during, and after the Big Bang. You play as Snowman, a watch peddler who finds himself caught up in a cosmic love triangle that threatens the very fabric of existence. One of the standout features of Genesis Noir is its breathtaking black and white art style, which evokes the feeling of a graphic novel come to life. The game's surreal atmosphere and jazz-inspired soundtrack also help to create a unique and immersive experience that's unlike anything else out there. On the downside, some players may find the game's abstract storytelling and unconventional gameplay mechanics to be confusing or frustrating. Additionally, the game's minimalist approach to graphics and sound may not be everyone's cup of tea. Overall, Genesis Noir is one of a kind experience that's well worth checking out for fans of experimental indie games. Its striking visuals, haunting soundtrack, and unique take on the creation myth make for a thought-provoking and engaging adventure that's sure to stick with you long after you finish playing. Phantom Doctrine is a tactical turn-based strategy game that puts you in the shoes of a Cold War-era spy, fighting to uncover a global conspiracy that threatens to tear the world apart. One of the strengths of Phantom Doctrine is its depth and complexity. The game features a variety of different mission types, from espionage and sabotage to assassination and interrogation, each requiring careful planning and execution. The game's intricate skill and perk systems also allow you to customize your agent to suit your playstyle. However, some players may find the game's high level of difficulty and steep learning curve to be intimidating. Additionally, the game's graphics and sound design can feel a bit dated at times. Overall, Phantom Doctrine is an engaging and challenging strategy game that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Its deep gameplay mechanics and rich world building make for a rewarding experience for fans of tactical games and spy thrillers alike. Shakedown Hawaii is a retro-style open-world action game that takes place in a satirical version of Hawaii. You play as a shady businessman who must build his criminal empire by buying businesses, hiring workers, and carrying out nefarious deeds. One of the standout features of Shakedown Hawaii is its humorous writing and over-the-top gameplay. The game's colorful graphics and nostalgic 16-bit style add to the overall charm and lightheartedness of the experience. The game's variety of different mission types, from car chases and shootouts to property destruction and extortion. However, some players may find the game's lack of depth and repetitive gameplay to be a turn-off. Additionally, the game's satirical take on capitalism and consumer culture may not appeal to everyone. Overall, Shakedown Hawaii is a fun and entertaining game that's perfect for fans of retro-style action games. Its humorous writing, engaging gameplay, and vibrant visuals make for a lighthearted and enjoyable experience that's easy to pick up and play. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed our picks for the 15 best deals in the new Nintendo Switch eShop sale. Be sure to stay tuned for more great content, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.